Okay, I want you to tell them what you see.
I see a toad.
He thinks it might be a toad. And what colors are on it? Look at it good.
And it has a yellow and a green.
It does. Yellow, green, and is it all one color or is it spotted?
Spotted.
Okay, very good. He's right. This is called a fire-bellied toad. So when you said amphibian, you're right. But we weren't sure if it was actually a frog or a toad. Okay, now, this animal does not come from this part of the world. All the animals I brought are from somewhere else, as we were talked earlier. You want to take a guess? This one is not from Africa, but
I'm guessing South America.
he's guessing South America. Okay, actually, it's from the Far East. In fact, these are known well in China. Believe it or not, in China. Now, it does have a yellow and reddish underbelly, and I don't know if he's going to show that off or not. Okay, Henry, what's in there with him?
Sounds like a towel.
A paper towel.
Looks like
It's special water. We can't just put any water in there. Okay, this is like distilled water. And the reason that I can't get him out and let you touch him is because I only touched him long enough to put him in here. Amphibians have very thin skin as a rule. And if my hands were dry or yours were dry and he was not real moist, we could accidentally pull his skin off. Okay? And that would kill him. Kissy. She blows kisses sometimes. Come here, doll. Here we go. Good job. Okay. You gonna talk to him? You gonna talk to him and blow kisses? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. This is Casey. They like to be high. Birds are very egotistical. Your moms and dads and grandpa and grandmas know what that means. So I'm putting her up high because that makes her feel like she's king of the world. She is from Senegal, Africa. She's called African Senegal Parrot. Can you blow kisses? Can you do it? You're just looking at me. You're not going to do it, are you? Sometimes she'll talk a lot and sometimes she won't. She can say a few names if she really wants to. I think she's partial to guys because she will say my grandson's name, which is Alec, but she won't say mine. Okay? But she's a cool animal. Oh, you're going to do tricks instead. That looks, 1 foot. Nice. Very nice. I would not probably put her on my hand for any length of time because Casey has nipped at me before and then said, I'm sorry. Okay? I still like you. But not anytime soon. She's probably one of the calmest birds we have. The only birds we have that we can actually let you pet in the education office because they have no interest in biting or nipping anyone, and some of you adults probably would very well guess that, would be the doves. When doves are called peaceful, it's very true. And and birds that have fur on their tongue cannot talk. We have lorikeets, and they're absolutely beautiful, but they have fur on their tongue, so they cannot speak as well as many other cockatoos and parrots can. Now, while I'm putting her back, I'm going to tell you a story about birds at the zoo. Oh, you don't want to go back? You're giving me the look. I can see it. Okay, I will give you some water in just a minute. If you blow me kisses, I might let you stay longer. Not going to do it, are you? Can you say hello, Jan? Don't be telling me, Alec. Okay, we're going to go back in. Okay, now, a couple things about our friends the snakes. How often do you think they might eat them? You can come out and play with them. How often? Once a week. Actually, not that often. Anybody else want to take a guess? What do you think? Once a month? A little more often than that. What do you think, sweetheart? How often? No, he's one every 60 days. What do you think? Depending on the size, it's huge.
Every time he pops the glass, he's hungry.
Oh, your snake's pretty
I've
bad.
had one.
Oh, you've had one. What did you have?
Colombian red-tailed boa.
Oh, cool. Well, actually, boa eats about every 10 days to 2 weeks. And he's not going to stretch out for us, but here is his face. Okay? Now, he is sticking his tongue out some, not because he's being rude. That's how they smell. Okay? They get the air, and it comes over the back of their eye, and it jiggles some gland, and that tells them what the scent is. And so that's why they do the tongue thing. Now, a couple other things. Notice how much smaller his tail is. Okay? And he is what's called a constrictor snake, and he's not frightened at all, and he's not hungry at all because they get fed very well. But if he could put his body around whatever it was, my wrist, my arm, my neck, and I might have a hard time getting him off. Now, I know a lot of people who bring animals around, and I really like their shows. I see them a lot in life, and I see them a lot on TV. I would not, even though Bolo likes me and I like him, I would not put Bolo on my neck. Never. Okay? I only have him in my hands and maybe around my wrist. He's never got so tight that I can't get him off, and I don't want him to. But that's their natural way of finding food or protecting themselves. So why would I want that to happen? I wouldn't. Okay? Now, he is just checking things out. They see in red. They see in red. Okay? And probably their sense of smell is one of the best functions that they have. They lay eggs, and again, they are cold-blooded, is what we call it. They do not produce their own body heat. So whatever the temperature is in this room, that's what his temperature is right now. The feet are little furry things on the bottom, and they tickle when they go across my skin. Now, I want to tell you what's important about these guys. They're never going to be very big. They're not near as attractive as some of those other animals I brought. But to talk about how everything and everybody has a purpose, without this animal and other ones like it, there would be no Indonesian or rainforest anywhere in the world. Their job is to eat the trees and the shrubs and the leaves that fall in the Indonesian rainforest and other rainforests. It goes through their body and it's processed out and it comes out in its poo-poo or feces with nutrients, and that goes into the soil, and they have very poor soil without this animal. Face or the back?
Yeah, she's probably scared.